God had promised a son. But the years kept passing. Abram grew older, Sarai grew tired of waiting, and faith began to feel heavy. God's promise was clear: Abram would have a son. His descendants would be many. But time moved slowly. Year after year passed, and still, no child. Sarai watched the days go by, and with each year, hope hurt a little more. Sarai believed God, but doubt whispered quietly. She wondered, what if the promise will not come through me? Waiting had become painful, and patience began to fade. So Sarai made a decision. Sarai had an Egyptian servant named Hagar. She brought Hagar to Abram, and said, "Perhaps I can build a family through her." It sounded reasonable, it sounded practical, but it was not God's plan. Hagar became pregnant, and everything changed. Hagar began to look at Sarai differently. Pride grew, resentment followed. The home was no longer peaceful. Pain replaced hope. Sarai treated Hagar harshly. Overwhelmed and afraid, Hagar ran away into the wilderness. She was alone, pregnant, and far from home. In the desert, an angel of the Lord appeared to Hagar. God spoke gently, "Hagar, where have you come from? And where are you going?" For the first time, someone truly saw her. God spoke again, "You are with child. You will give birth to a son. You shall name him Ishmael, because the Lord has heard your suffering." God had not ignored her pain. God had not forgotten her. God told Hagar to return, not because her situation was perfect, but because God was still in control. Hagar obeyed, and she carried the promise with her. In time, a son was born. Abram was 86 years old. They named the child Ishmael, just as God had said. God's promises are never late, but waiting can test our faith. When we rush ahead of God, there are consequences. Yet even then, God remains merciful. If you are learning to trust God's timing, subscribe, and continue this journey through Genesis with us.